And then we're just going to do Q&A. Fantastic. So we're going to go through this, have a whole bunch of our team contribute, and then questions until the opportunity. So is that okay? Can you give me a thumbs up if that's okay tonight? Brilliant. By the way, just in the chat, I know it's only Tuesday. Tell me out of 10 how your week's been going, because we'll celebrate with you if it's been great, it's been challenging, pray with you, stand with you to get through it, because it's only the start. It's always good to locate yourself so you know what to shift to move forwards. Brilliant. Some great stuff coming through. All righty. So I'm going to ask Sue if you could put up, if you have it there, and take as much time as you need to do it, 3 different packages. And I'm actually going to ask Sue, you've done a lot of research around this as well. I'd love you, because you're a great teacher, to sort of go through each one. My pleasure. And you're a gift to our team. To go through each one, and then with Ange and Dave and Dr. Steph and Joanne and I, and if there's people I miss, just so you know, for me, I'm a visual person. So if I don't see your face, I don't know you're there. So sometimes I miss people because of that. So if you can put it on, sometimes you can't, and I get it. It just helps with connection. All righty. So this is it. Okay. Team to go, Senior Director. Sue, I'm going to hand it to you.
Okay. So we had a discussion this morning in the Zoom that I did with Vanessa in America, and we discussed about the new kits that are available. So I said quickly at the beginning, Andrew, that the names of the kits have changed because silver, gold, and diamond are normally associated with ranks in a direct selling business. So to stay compliant with the direct selling association, LifeWave has changed the names to Core, Advanced, and Premium. Now the Core kit has actually dropped in price by $4. It's now $295 for 3 sleeves of X39. The bonus to us, however, is that the BV has increased to 180. So that's our volume has increased. If you are signing somebody up with a core pack, your commission has actually dropped by it's now $35 instead of $50, but where they've reimbursed that is in the BV volume into your team. So the core kit is now 3 sleeves of X39 or 6 of support patches, or you are able to actually combine the 2 like we used to before. The next kit is the advanced kit. And I'll just say here quickly, what we did last time when we first started in LifeWave is Vanessa put together the American dollar price, and then included the taxes and the shipping. We will have that done shortly, but at the moment we're just sticking to the US dollars price before tax and shipping. So the advanced kit is now $535. It's only a very minor increase in price. The BV has increased to 300. So that's 300 volume goes through your team. And it's for 6 sleeves of X39 or 12 of the support patches, or again, you can mix and match them. If you sign somebody with an advanced pack, you now get $75. We used to get 100, we now get 75, but that's for everybody that signs somebody up. You don't have to be a gold to sign up a gold. You can be on a core pack and sign up, an advanced. You can be customer and sign someone with an advanced, and you will still receive that $75. So they've actually made it fairer and easier for everybody. The next one is the premium, which used to be the diamond, and that is now $1,750 American. Then we've got to add the tax and the shipping on that. But the difference here is that this commission for this kit used to be split. And it used to be if you were in your first 90 days and you signed up what was a diamond, you got $500. But if you were out of your 90 days, you only got $200, and the more senior director above you would then get the rest of it. So now, if you're a brand partner and you sign up somebody with a premium kit, you're the one that gets the $405 commission.
Can you hear this?
Not your upline.
Can you? I'll go out there.
Can somebody mute yourself, please? Okay, and so with the
Just
premium kit, you get
quickly,
20 sleeves. Yeah.
Sorry, quickly, Sue, if I can. Yeah, if everyone could put that on silent. And then Joanne, I'm not sure. Have you got the one where it has the 3 different packages? I just want to make sure I'm, if you've got that.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
looks like that, Joe.
Yeah, sorry, there's just something going on with my computer. It's just having a little fit at the moment. So just give me a second, I'll bring it up.
No, that's all right. I
darling.
just wanted to, that's one I
Okay.
make. Over to you, Sue.
So, okay, so what they've done with the premium kit is it's 20 sleeves. It used to be 19, remember, now it's 20 or 40 of the support, or again, you could do 10 of one, and there we go. Good girl, Joe. It could be a mixture of both X39. The PIB, you all know that means product introduction bonus. That's paid out to whomever sponsors the new person into the business. So it used to be shared amongst the more senior directors, but now it's, if you've only been in the business for, a month and this is somebody you're signing up, you started with a core or an advanced and you're signing up a premium, you're the one that gets the whole $405 American. That's not Australian, that's American. So I think that this is a much fairer system, and I think it's very important to understand too that to be active, to receive these commissions, you just have to have 55 PV orders to be active. Now, if you're wanting to be builders and build a business, you have to have 110 BV, but you can be on one sleeve and introduce somebody to a premium kit and you're going to get the 405. What's the other thing? You can mix and match them. You can still upgrade as well. So if somebody comes in as a core and they want to upgrade to an advanced, they just pay the difference and get the difference in the number of sleeves. So it would be 3 extra sleeves of X39 from core to advanced. The other thing is, I just want to quickly talk to you about bronze and platinum. Bronze can upgrade to core and pay the difference, but at the moment, platinum cannot upgrade until maybe 1st of November. We're still working on that. So if you've got someone in your team that came in with a platinum, they can upgrade to the premium, but not until after the 1st of November. Anybody that's in your team as a preferred customer will now go off your tree and will not be on your binary tree. You will only have brand partners on your binary tree. I know I'm jumping around a bit here, but I've just seen down below about the importance of the monthly subscription. Every time you're opening an account, enrolling somebody, please make sure you set them up straight away for a monthly subscription. Now, I do this even if somebody said to me, oh, I'm only going to try it for the 3 months. Well, it's much easier to set up this monthly subscription at the point of enrolling them. It can always be deleted, but it's just time consuming to come back in later on and do it. I believe that you have that opportunity then, once you've got somebody enrolled, you have the opportunity working with them. Like I call it the 5 touches. You're talking to them when you're enrolling them. You're talking to them when their kit arrives. You're talking to them when they've been using them for a week. You're talking to them again before their monthly subscription is due to go out. And I always say anything that you've put in that monthly subscription is not set in stone. We're just putting in one sleeve, be it an Eon or an X39. And then after discussions with how you're going with using the patches is when we decide what it is that you want to use, want to order in your subscription. Good question there, Lisa. And I'll just quickly explain this to you. If somebody enrolls with the core kit, which is 3 sleeves of X39, I give them a sleeve of X39 the day they enroll so that they can start straight away. And then in the 7 to 10 days, depending on where you live in Australia or New Zealand, when their kit arrives, they know that they have to gift you back 1 sleeve of X39. That leaves them 2 sleeves unopened. They'll then start on the 2nd sleeve, but they may have met somebody who also wants to sign up and they have a spare one to gift them straight away. In Steve Merritt's team in America, he says that if somebody signs up with an advanced kit, he gifts them 6 sleeves straight away until theirs arrives, because in that 90-day period is when you have the opportunity to build a business, if that's what you're inclined to do. So if you've got the extra sleeves, you have them available. You might have 4 people. At the moment, I've got 6 sleeves out with people that when their kits arrive, they need to give back to me. So it's a good idea to already have that monthly subscription set up so that you're not going to miss out. And if you're a family doing it, you'll need to have more sleeves on hand. The other thing that was mentioned is the maintenance kits. They're staying exactly the same. They'll stay the same price and they'll stay the same amount. So 6 months, you actually get 9 sleeves of X39. I just did a maintenance kit on Sunday so that I now don't have to worry about a monthly subscription till March. But of course I will, because there are 2 or 3 of us in the family here using them, and I'll need more. But it just meant that while I'm away traveling to America and Vietnam, lucky me, I don't have to worry about getting my orders in or missing out on them in October, November.
Can I add
is there
one thing to
anything
that,
else,
Sue?
Andrew? Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Perfect. The other, that was brilliant. Can we again thank? I just always want to keep a culture of appreciation here, if we can. So I just appreciate encouragement when someone does it. So let her know she did amazing. Thank you. So with the other thing about the auto ship is the real simple explanation is if you're if you're advanced or premium, you've bought into this because you also probably want to build the business. So auto ship keeps your business. So that keeps it really simple. If you're at silver, we always go 3 X39s because, and again, remember this business, 90% of the volume comes from X39. So if I can say, and if we have any credibility in 9 months now reaching presidential, is if you could just trust us, is keep it simple. Keep X39 as what you explain to everyone. And then once they're curious and over the line, then talk to them about the support patches. Because other than that, it just overwhelms. So with that core one is we want to get you started on your health journey. So here's 3. If you're single, on your own, you're maybe financially just a bit tight at the moment, let's get you started. Then next month, hey, let's talk about some health challenges that's really going to, with some of the support patches I use, because I'm a bloke and it just works for me. The David Beckham is the X39, the superstar patch, and everything else is support players. So that's how I help people to understand it. And what I'll say is, do you have another health challenge? Hey, maybe an Aeon for your auto ship next month. So all of a sudden they're trying to additional to what the X39, which is doing all the heavy lifting, does. So that helps people to understand why we do the auto ship at a silver, gold, advanced. It can take me a while to get over this. change the language, advanced and premium, you're building a business with volume. Even if that's something you're not wanting to do right now, you want to keep that because you may realize the opportunity with this. So that's why you have, plus you may want to try some of the other ones. And especially at gold when you only get 6 sleeves. I hope that helps. So some questions.
Another point there too, Andrew, is that when it is a family, and you start with the advanced, the moment you all start having results with the health challenges that you've signed up because of, once you start getting results and your friends and family see these results, they're all going to want to be a part of it, and they're going to want to start using the patches. So I'm a firm believer in having them on hand so that they can start straight away. Some people gift out 1 or 2 patches or maybe even 7 patches. Nobody sees the results usually straight away. I mean, we all know my story. I was a 1-patch wonder, took all the pain out of my body. But at my age, it didn't change everything that's a challenge in my body. So I always say, if you can get them started straight away on a month's supply, while you keep talking to them about opening their own account, because you can't keep supplying somebody. And we even had that in the family. You know, my granddaughter wanted to just keep taking from my supply. Well, that wasn't going to work. So she signed up account and now she's a manager and doing great. So don't be afraid. It comes with education and explanation. So if you're touching with people and planting seeds, they'll see the benefit in opening their own account. And I think the company has done us an amazing service by allowing everybody to take the commission from the payout. You know, if somebody opens with a premium or an advanced account, whoever sponsored them doesn't have to be a presidential director, or they don't have to be a director. It can be someone that's only been in the business a short time can get the benefit of that commission. And the other thing is the BV, the volume that goes through is greater. And so that's better for you to be able to take the bonus cycles, the cycle bonuses, I mean, that are available. Yeah.
And if I can just one last thing, because some of you are from our Pat and Christine Mercedes mastermind. What we do is we either patch with 1 patch or we give a whole month's worth. So that's our strategy. Okay. And the time we give a whole month's worth is because, like Pat, he's a friend of mine, but I hadn't connected with him in years, on and off, but he's an influencer. He has, you know, I was basically buying a vote potentially to go, let's give you a month and see if this works, because if it does, you might jump on this. And he did. And of course, we have probably 60, 70 people now in our group just from his. So they're the 2 strategies I would encourage you with. Only ever give 1 patch out, because 1 isn't necessarily going to change someone's life. And like Sue said brilliantly, even 7 days may not, but a month gives it a good shot and you're investing, but only invest in those that you think have a potential return, if that makes sense. So we have Steph on here, we have Joanne, we have Michelle, we have Dave and Ange. Any thoughts that you guys have around this?
No, I'm still just in awe of how good this is going to be. But I want to commend Sue on explaining the value of having the stock on hand. We call it rolling stock, and people do what people do. So if you've come in on the premium, I had to read it, then people are going to see value in doing that. Because if you have a conversation around, oh, I just come in on the advanced, then they're only going to feel compelled to do the same thing. So absolutely see value in getting into that premium and having that, because you wouldn't open a bricks and mortar business without stock on the doors. And let's look at this, you know, for those that haven't had a chance to get on these calls, this is your business. This is a business. And I know Vanessa and I were talking a couple of weeks ago, we've said this phrase before, but most hobbies don't pay well. So if you do treat this like a hobby, don't be surprised that, you know, this is just not even trickle feeding in some money. So the tools are there. And I'm going to show some vulnerability, because being Dr. Steph, I could see all the incredible benefits of all the variety patches. And I was teaching my crew, oh, we've got to have Aeon, however you say it, and got to have the energy patch. And then I realized we are overcomplicating it. And I spoke with Vanessa a couple of weeks ago, and I went, do you know what? What do I know? Because you guys have been in the business longer than me. And ever since we changed it to 3X39, X39 and Aeon for the first auto ship, my workload is so much easier. I don't have to get on calls and explain it. And my people don't feel the need to actually have to learn, what does an energy enhancer do? Not from their first couple of weeks. So full vulnerability, yeah. It's not rocket science. Don't overcomplicate it. So that's my little contribution.
And the other thing too, Dr. Steph, is that the X39 will do all the things that the support patches do. It just might take a little bit longer. If somebody has an autoimmune disease, for instance, I'd put them on the X39 for at least 6 weeks before I introduced the anti-inflammatory Aeon patch. You know, it's not a necessity, but it might give them a bit of a boost per se. But yeah, the X39 is the mother of all patches, and you know, she'll heal you from everything eventually. It's just a matter of consistently putting it on for 12 hours, taking it off for 12 hours, and keeping the hydration up. Maybe taking some Celtic salt at the same time you take your water, or some electrolytes in your water. But it's hydration that makes it work as well. You can't just put the patch on and then forget about staying hydrated. Yeah.
I do have one more, and forgive me if I'm talking quietly because I'm nursing a vocal cord issue. I just want to share, and this is important, because a lot of my people are into their 3rd, 4th, 6th week. It depends on the individual, but don't freak out when they say, I've got headaches, I've got migraines, or I'm not feeling well. Sue's just mentioned about the Celtic salt. Here's a really good tip. When you wake up, pinch of sea salt, Celtic salt, or quality Himalayan salt under the tongue and let it dissolve, and then drink a glass of room temperature water, preferably filtered, and that'll carry it, because your water needs to have potassium or sodium or something like that to carry it through the cells. But the other thing is, there's a term, not to make this too sciencey, but plug them in. We've got like search button in This Is It team on Facebook. You'll see a term called retracing. Start to get familiar with that. Retracing just means the body's healing at a deep level that superficially, or you just think, oh, it's all healed, it doesn't matter. So if someone's had surgery where there's inflammation being held, like in a hip joint or something like that, it might start to ache. That's the deep work of what's going on. So I just wanted to share that, because it's coming up a lot more. And as you start to go through it, don't freak out, reach out. There we go. That's it. That's all I wanted to share.
Just another point there too that Steph brings up about headaches. Dr. David Schmidt, the inventor of this, says that if you do get a bad headache while you're wearing X39, take it off the back of your neck or under your belly button where you've got it, stick it on the top of your foot, and it instantly takes a headache away. Now, I haven't had a headache, so I haven't tried that, but numerous people I know, I've told that to, and they've said that it works straight away. But, you know, do your research. Ask your person that sponsored you into this business if you have any questions. There's lots of fields to go to. And my tip is that This Is It team tip. If you're interested in building the business, that's the bee's knees. That's where you need to go to get all this information. I'm learned visually, so all those little videos have been a godsend for me, and that's what I did to get my business to where it is.
Totally. And to reiterate that, thisisitteam.com, it's everything, 98% there. And so I've said to Vanessa, even as we build this out and as it grows, if we can just keep it the basics. Like, people, again, have got to do the work to get the results. So I think gracefully, the question we should always be asking is, have you been to the website? Can I show you where that could be? So that, because whoever you're guiding, them getting that discipline and practice and learning visually is actually going to help you and the people they want to help a lot more than just giving them the answer. So this is it team.com, and this is it info is the front end. So that's what we show curious and interested people. This is it team.com is the back end of the whole business. Only got a few more minutes. We've got about 10 minutes. I'd love to hear from Dave, Ange, or Michelle, or Joanne, if you would like just to contribute to any of that.
Well, I'm really excited. The old diamond kit, which is what we bought into, changed our life. And, we've now helped so many people, and we're just so grateful. And the new version of that kit, which is called Premium, is going to give you so many more benefits in terms of your volume. So if you're new to direct selling, you're going from 390 business volume BV to 745 BV. Now, this is a company that once you get your structure right to senior director, it's all about the volume. So this is going to help you get to senior presidential director faster. This is not something to be scared of. They've done it in a really good way that they're actually really encouraging people to sort of go to that next level, to that diamond kit or to that premium kit. And so they're going to really incentivize you by getting your business volume up even more. I mean, it's 745 over 390. So, they're giving us an extra 360 points or BV that's going to help us get our cycle bonuses quicker and therefore win the game.
Yeah.
So good. And I'm telling you, that first time when you wake up in the morning after sleeping and you've just earned 50, 100, 150 US from sleeping, like, I know you've built the business, so I get that. But the other side of, like, as an example, one of the directors, Steve, who's been in this for a year and a half, he got sick 5-6 weeks, couldn't get out of bed. He could pay all his bills because of the cycle bonuses, because of the business that he built. So all of that matters. It's so important.
Did you want me to talk about manager and director, Andrew?
Yeah, just we got just quickly, Michelle, if I can, but I'd love to get to that if we can. Michelle, have you got anything to contribute? Joanne, before we go on to that too. You're on silent, Michelle. No. Okay. All right. So up over to you, Sue. Thank you.
Okay, so the other thing that the company has done is that you can become a manager by getting a lifetime. Either you must have purchased a gold or upgrade to gold, but now you can have a lifetime PV of 300 once you get that. So if you, for 3 months, you're ordering 110 BV, you will then become a manager. You must have a rolling PV of 110 every 30 days, and you must have sponsored 2 active brand partners in your left leg and 2 in your right leg. To be an active brand partner, they only need to have 55 PV. So they can just buy an Eon or they can buy an X39 and they're active. And if you have 2 of them in your left leg and 2 in your right leg, and your lifetime PV is 300, you are a manager. Does that make sense? Got that? So
Sue,
somebody signs up. Yes, Ellie.
So just saying that again, to be active, I need 110 PV.
Yes, if you're the one that's sponsoring people, yes.
Yeah, okay. But then the people who I've sponsored, they only need, was it 77?
No, it's 55 to be active. But
Okay.
if you've got 2 of them here, it shows a brand partner on 180 one sleeve subscription. Well, that's counterproductive. That says 300 lifetime bonus on 2 sleeve subscription. Enroll on the left and the right 2 personal active brand partners on core packages or 180 BV. one sleeve. It's a
Mhm.
lifetime of one sleeve subscription. Okay, and a
Oh,
director.
so this is from This Is It. That's all been updated now.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yep.
That's all I need then. That's great.
Yep.
Although
Yeah,
it's
just
always
go
good
there.
hearing from you, Sue.
Thank you, darling. But yes, and the same with the director is having 3 active personally enrolled on your left leg and 3 personally enrolled on your right leg. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it works on the BV, not so much on how it used to work.
What kit they came in, because it used to just be minimum 4 silvers. So now it's based on BV.
Yes, it used to be silver. That's the thing, Ange, thanks. It used to be silvers. It doesn't have to be silvers now. It just has to be brand partners with that are active.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you are the one that has to have the 300 volume. So you start today and you order, you know, whatever it is that you order, and then next month you do 100 BV, and the next month 110 BV. And once you accumulate 300 BV and you've got personally sponsored people under you, they don't have to be silvers, they don't have to be, they just have to be active, and you're a manager. If you go to Mr. Google and you Google Connect Business 27th of September, there's the corporate guy, I forget his name, and Geraldo, and they've done a video about this, and also Steve Merritt has done a video as well. I think I've posted them both up on our sites. So if you just watch those, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because that's where I got my information from.
I just put the This Is It team, Steve one in the chat here, guys. If you want to scroll through the chat and cut and paste it. The other one though, Sue, is, what did you say it was called? I'll find it. And
You know, the Connect Business ones, they have a, you know what the LifeWave Connect videos are? Every week they have one at the beginning of the week is the business one, and later in the week it's the product one.
Yeah, that one is up on the Facebook group already.
Andrew, can I just quickly ask, the manager is still the rank that you need to get to
Yes,
unlock the
absolutely.
commission?
Yes, absolutely. But Dr. Steph, but it's an easier way to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, they're thinking of us, and you know, everybody needs to have managers. So if you just focus your business, like Andrew and Vanessa will tell you, just get everybody to manager. And I think it's a wonderful thing to get somebody to manager, help the support that to get them to manager, because the commission that they earn as a manager is enough to either subsidize their patches for the month or pay for them outright, depending how many family members are using them. And that's the goal, that's the aim of the game, is to get everybody's patches paid for them. And that's what I focus on, and with my team.
Here's a curly question. I'm not sure if we'll get to the heart of it, and I think we've got to jump off the Zoom anyway. Is if someone is one enrollment off going to manager, so say they've got 2 on their left and 1 on their right, and it would have been another silver, will that just be retrospectively, like, how's that going to work? Do you know yet?
It just has to be someone who's active, Ange. So it has to be someone that's bought a patch, you know, like a sleeve of patches, not just a patch, but a sleeve of patches. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, on the so all great questions. Please don't jump off the Zoom, because we're going to go transition from this Zoom to the next one. For those of you that can stay, and if you do have a minute, if you've thought about something through this, to go ahead, love them on the presentation, please text them, and the links, as Sue said, is all on our apps. that you can get that from, or Vanessa emailed everyone. So you should have.
Yes.
Oh, I know a lot bounced back. I'm not quite sure why that happens, but if you never get emails, just check in with us. But can I also encourage you, when you have time, especially with a builder, like I know I've even got David Archer, who's just, he and Raylene have just become brand partners, which is exciting, is I haven't even had the time yet to say, hey, when you can, what's your dream? Like, what do you want from this? So that you also can help people to stay accountable and also visioneer their future. So it's about helping people. That's great. We all want to help people. What about you as well? What is it? Is it a holiday? Is it pay off your house? Is it to create 6 figures? I'm in the process, working with Vanessa, of creating a mastermind for those that want to create 6 figures in 12 months or less. There's going to be requirements around that, because it's not just going to be a social club. It's going to be like, we're going to really work together on those, on that vision. So when you're speaking to people, ask them, what is it that you want? So then you also get a feel from what's their vision for their life. And then every so often ask them, how is that going? And what is it that you need to do to keep moving the needle on that? So, I love all of this, and really I would just encourage you always keep helping people to ask them, what is it that they want? And then celebrate. I would say this, like I remember when Sue had a big week and she went and bought the biggest TV that I've ever seen on the planet. And I think she lives with predominantly men, and grandkids around her, and she just wanted a room for herself with her own TV. So I celebrated that with her. Like, she went out and she prioritized herself because she had done some amazing things and built this business. So can I encourage you to keep that in the ethos of what you're building with your business?
I just want to say one last thing before I'm going to have to sign off, Andrew. One last thing was a huge congratulations to you and Vanessa. If anybody on here doesn't already know, these amazing couple went presidential director yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. Yeah. And
Thanks.
so that's a huge achievement, and I'm very proud to be a part of their team and to have, great leadership from both you and Vanessa. Love you to bits. And, I'm only too happy to help in my small part that I do. And I know Ange and Dave and Joe, and Michelle and Ali and Dr. Steph, we've been here for the long haul with you. And, we're just so grateful that you're our leaders and, show by example. Can't wait to holiday with you in Vietnam.
Come on, man, I'm looking forward to that. But thank you so much.
I know what you want to do in Vietnam.